try hard.
Streamer Just Foxy had her car lit on fire by a viewer who drove 700 miles to her house. Wait, what? First of all, I'm upvoting that because that's an actual post. In a terrifying series of events, streamer Just Foxy had her car lit on fire by a viewer who drove 700 miles to her house. He has already been taken to custody and no one was hurt. Oh my god. What is he doing? Is that a lamp? He made thermite. Who is this girl? Is she stream on Twitch? Guess? Support? Wait, is this her?
How do I start this? How do I start this? I don't know. How do you even start a video like this? Seriously. I guess I'll start off by saying that the person who did this to me is arrested and the police are
nice.
handling everything, and that's honestly the most important thing. I'm sure you guys are probably going to be very concerned for me, so I just wanted to let you guys know that first before I get into everything else. My life has honestly been insane for the past year and a half. I was dealing with other issues for a long time, like stalker type things.
How many viewers does she average? Does anyone know? 700-ish, 300-ish. Women have it. I'm telling you, chat. People say that guys have it easy on this platform. I'm letting you know, as someone that is friends with a lot of women on this fucking platform, they all have fucking weirdos that just they have to deal with constantly. And it is insufferable what they have to deal with. Like, every single woman has somebody that is insufferable to them. That is, they have stalkers, they have weirdos, they have problems. It is just, it's sad. It's actually just sad. You know what I mean? That people have to deal with this kind of crap. It's crazy. I feel absolutely terrible for her, and I know there's a lot of, almost every single girl I know has somebody that's bothering the fuck out of them all the time, and it's never ending. It's just, you go offline and now you have to deal with this crap. Hi, Walk. No, I haven't. I'm glad he's in prison. But I feel bad for almost every girl that fucking streams at this point because they all have weirdos. I mean, from the Pokemains to 200 viewer streamers to even like the 5 viewer Andys, like mental illness is insane. And I feel like also with COVID, it just got so much worse for a lot of these people, and now they think they could do shit like this. Like this guy, what was he, jealous probably because she like talked to some guy on stream while playing Fortnite and he burned down her car? I'm glad he's in jail, but I mean, just have to be protected. I mean, seriously. That's so sad.
That's obviously been very draining for me, as you can imagine. And a big reason,
he drove 700 miles to do this. Just a deranged fucking psychopath. Didn't change his mind the entire time he's drove. Yeah, I mean, he's probably. I mean, you got to be fucked in the head to do this kind of shit.
That I haven't been streaming or posting nearly as much as I used to a few years back. This happened 2 weeks ago when I was on vacation. I was asleep. It was around 2 in the morning, and my mom called me and woke me up. She was crying, and I knew something really bad had happened.
Yeah, she's really quiet. There's nothing I can do.
And she said, "Someone caught your car on fire. I'm so sorry. I have to go. The police are here." And she was in the house while all this was happening. Obviously, I didn't know what to do.
Maybe don't go on the internet dressing up as a fucking cat if you don't want to get stalked. Hello? Oh, yo, if you're saying true, permaban mods. We don't deal with that here. We do not deal with that here. You're getting permaban. You're getting crossbanned. We do not deal with that. I don't let you speak if you're talking like that. No way are you saying that shit. Chat, I'm friends with a fuck ton of women on this platform. Half of them who don't even dress at all or do anything. And they have fucking crazy people as well. Because those, you know what happens with girls, like, how do I say this? Girls who don't dress up as much, you know what happens to a lot of them? They have people that are just like, oh my god, I must protect my queen, and I have to do this for her, and I have to save her.
Mods, ban his bitch
and
ass.
They get those kind of people who become deranged and start getting fucking obsessed. You can't win in the situation. Every single girl has these kind of weirdos and stalkers. Every single one of them. They all have this problem. This isn't something that's based on how you dressed. It's just fucking guys on the internet are absolutely insane. It's just the truth. Any girl that streams, even part-time, needs cameras all around their house. All around their house. They need cameras,
Making
they need
termite
setups.
is not easy. It takes skill not to burn down your own house. Guy must had hate in his heart for sure.
Yeah, and bodyguards. I mean, seriously, it's crazy. Yeah, the smaller streamers obviously can't afford this stuff, but they just need cameras. Like, cameras, be safe, like...
Yo.
That's why celebrities live in gated communities. Is that even enough? For a guy that's willing to travel 700 miles, is that even enough?
Yo.
That's crazy.
Was very far from home. The only thing I really
Thanks
could do
for
was
the
go look at
content.
the cameras
How is
on my
your new
phone,
game
and
coming
that's what I
along?
did. I went to look at the cameras and
It's almost done.
I saw my car in flames. And that's the first thing I saw. I just couldn't believe that I was watching my car that I worked so hard for.
Has that happened to you yet? No, but no one's... I'm armed.
For somebody to take that from me.
And
It's very
most of us are in
hurtful.
Texas, brother.
And I will never be able to understand that. Thankfully, the cameras
Oh yeah, brother.
doing it, and I went back to watch that. I also forgot to mention, traveled around 700 miles to come and do this to me, which makes it so much
Hell
worse,
yeah, I
in my
am.
opinion. I watched him
Chad, I stream on Rumble. Hell yeah, I am, brother.
work on my car, on the hood, and some pot, and he lit something sticking out of it and walked away casually, like he didn't do
Yo.
anything.
That is crazy.
The next clip after that was the front end of my car engulfed in flames. The firefighters came very quickly, and I'm very thankful for that, because the fire spread to the fence and burnt the side of my house as well, which my mom and animals were inside of.
Yeah, that's pretty insane to think that it looked like it was burning the house a little bit. Or at least not in this video, and then it looks like it didn't. Like, here... Holy shit. How'd that not burn the house?
Gotta stay strapped.
That's crazy. This guy should be in jail for years. Yeah, I seriously, I mean, like, what the actual... The fact that this could have burned down the house, and this guy probably knew that, doing it, and said he doesn't care. Like that, and there's people inside that house. I mean, how the fuck do you... That is insane, that you just would do something like that.
To describe, but I'm just glad everybody is safe.
Yeah, how the car didn't explode. I mean, dude, it could have went so much worse. That's probably the best case scenario. It could have the car could have exploded, which could have gotten the house, which could have burned down the house. It could have leaked to the house and burned the house on fire.
And that's the most important thing to me. I just never thought that when I started streaming back in 2015 that something like this would ever happen to me. I'm hopefully going to be back to grinding soon, and I hope you guys understand, and I'm sure you will. I've always loved streaming so much, but it's so hard to even feel motivated when
I get this feeling
and going on. I want to get back to grinding. This is obviously still like an ongoing thing, and I'm not going to really be able to fully grind until most of it's settled. Obviously, there's a lot that goes in.
You know, chat, have I ever told you the story of what happened at the arcade? Yes. I told you that, right? Yeah, that's probably what she's going through right now. It's basically that. I mean, you know, it's a very weird, eerie feeling. This bitch needs to stop complaining. All right, that's a permaban, bro. I don't know if you think you could just come in here and do that. Like, she's not allowed to talk about the fact that someone just burned down her fucking car and drove 700 miles. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Yeah, no, a guy he rammed my R8 with the truck.
Yo.
And he then tried to go in the place, and he had a gun. My security guard got him, and now he's in jail for like 5 years. Yeah. Yep. 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 I never mentioned anything about a gun. Yep, there was a gun.
Yo.
Would it be better to not make a video about this and keep it private? Yes and no. I do think that it's not a bad thing to talk about this because it makes other streamers probably more aware of these kind of situations, right? Like, this going public and this happening isn't going to make, I think, somebody drive 700 miles to do something similar. That person was already going to do that no matter if this was a public thing or not. They just want to do this to because they're insane. Oh, apparently they can't post clips on the new LSF. So you want to make sure that they could do that. But at the same time, I do agree with you that, like, is it necessarily a good thing that this guy is getting almost a sense of attention from doing this? I don't think if you're going to do something like this, you're caring about the attention from anyone besides her. Like, I don't think this guy cares about any of this. He just wants her attention. And that's basically what happened. I mean, the only thing I hope that happens with all of this is that female streamers realize that, like, this fucking men are crazy and they get strapped or whatever the fuck, or they get cameras and everything else. And don't buy Jaguar F-Types because, I mean, that car was going to be on fire anyway one day. You know what I mean? Likelihood owns livestream fails, not livestream fails, by the way. Check his logs. Wait, who owns livestream fails? Which one are you guys trying to post on?